This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health.
Welcome back to the Blanchard House Museum here in Punta Gorda, African American history and culture. We're so thrilled to have her on the show for, she hasn't been here in about 20 years in this particular capacity. We're so thrilled that she's now the interim director of the city of Fort Myers CRA. That would be Michele Hylton-Terry. Michele, welcome to Lee Pitts Live.
Oh, it's so good to be here, Lee. Thank
now,
you.
The Blanchard House Museum was, you were sort of familiar with this area, so I'm sure you felt comfortable. You feel really cool in here, huh?
It is real comfortable being in here, and you know, we have a similar organization in Fort Myers, the Lee County Black History Society, and it's my first time being here at the Blanchard House, but again, it makes me feel real comfortable.
Good. I think something like this, redevelopment of a community in general, like the Blanchard House is a part of the redevelopment of this particular community, it falls sort of under your wheelhouse in terms of revitalizing communities in general. Go ahead and speak to that.
Absolutely. Again, as I mentioned, the Lee County Black History Society in Fort Myers is in one of our redevelopment areas. We're committed to supporting that organization and the programs that they offer to educate as well as to just share the history of the community.
What is a community redevelopment agency?
A community redevelopment agency is organized, designated through Florida laws, but it is organized through the local government. So you have your city and your county entities that designate the area and allows us to take the dollars that are generated and reinvest in the community.
So that's how you fund it?
We're funded through a very unique tool called the TIF. It's called Tax Increment Financing. And this tool is generated when the area is set up, we freeze the value of that area. Then all the dollars above that are considered the increment. Those dollars come back to the redevelopment agency to reinvest in infrastructure and support that redevelopment.
For the city of Fort Myers, is that a nice little piece of change that comes back?
You know, it is different for every redevelopment area. And I know at times that people compare the downtown to, say, the MLK redevelopment area. The downtown's been around a lot longer. It's 30 years established, so it's generating a very large TIF that we can deploy where it's needed. The MLK redevelopment area is a little younger, and it doesn't generate as much TIF. And actually, right now, we're in the process of expanding the MLK redevelopment area into the Dunbar redevelopment area. This will allow us to do more work in that area. The Dunbar redevelopment area was created in 2007 when the values were very high, and then the values dropped. So it hasn't generated any TIF. Bringing it into the MLK will allow us now to deploy some of those dollars into that wider, expanded MLK area.
I think you just kind of answered my question, but I'm going to go with it anyway.
Okay.
Because the way you described that, because me as a layman just on the outside looking in, I was just thinking that all the TIF dollars are put in one pot and they can go wherever they want to go, but they're designated geographically based on how the zones are drawn.
The maps are drawn up correctly, yes, and that's a very key thing. I'm glad you pointed it out. Where the dollars are generated, they have to be spent there.
Great.
The TIF dollars generated in downtown have to be spent there. The TIF dollars generated at MLK have to be spent there.
What creates TIF dollars? Is it commercial businesses, residential? What creates
It's
TIF?
all of that. However, the commercial is going to generate more, as we know. So we know that the MLK redevelopment area has not as many businesses downtown, so it's not going to generate as much. When we expand it, including that new residential piece, and we're seeking to draw businesses to the corridor, we expect that TIF to grow.
You mentioned some of the roles that you're playing in terms of ML King redevelopment, but what are some other roles the CRA plays in the community?
Well, the CRA partners with different entities. We partner with the Lee County Black History Society. We partner with the River District Alliance to promote the area, because everything that we do is to promote economic development and growth. So we partner.
What's the process of creating a redevelopment area? I know you've been working diligently around that.
Well, the redevelopment area has to be generated because certain deficiencies exist. an area where there's high crime, infrastructure that's deteriorated and needs replacement, lots of code violations. So slum and blight is the term that you will typically hear that needs to be present for a redevelopment area to be created.
Are you governed by federal laws on how you go about this, or is it local city laws that run that whole process?
So we're set up by Florida state law, but we're managed through the local entity, the city in this case. It can be a county also that creates a redevelopment area.
What has been the response from the community in general? I know I've been excited, the fact that you are now the interim director of the Community Redevelopment Agency. It's
been a very positive response. I can truly say I've gotten wide support, and I'm very pleased for that. I'm grateful for that opportunity.
I'm looking forward when they remove that interim from your name. I said that, you didn't say that, but hey, nobody controls me. I can say what I want to say.
Well, I'm looking forward to it as well.
All right.
There we go.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Why? Let me back up. Mm-hmm. I think that is great for the city. People from the city are looking at this on television, that we have people like yourself, your skin color, your educational background and skills and everything that you bring to the table in leadership positions that can relate to a wide range of people in the community. Do you see where you're able to relate to all different aspects because of your cultural sensitivity?
I think my background lends itself to that. I do have a master's degree in public administration. I have been at the Redevelopment Agency for 13 years.
That's right.
And I have found myself, like a lot of African Americans, always dealing or being the minority in the room. So yes, I've learned those skills to be able to maneuver different situations, and I believe I'm uniquely prepared to do this job.
You're doing a great job. The CRA has a board of commissioners.
Correct.
Is that, I think I read somewhere, that's the city council that switches to being the CRA commission?
Yes. The way our CRA is set up, our city council are our board of commissioners. They meet at a separate time, and they make ruling as a CRA, not as city council.
Mm-hmm. What are some things that they look at, the commission that is? What on a typical meeting, something that may come up? I'm just trying to Sesame Street what's going on.
Sure. Well, what they do is, as the projects come forward that we are recommending for funding.
Give me, for example, like say McCullum Hall.
Say McCullum Hall. The CRA is the one that will approve the developer that comes forward.
I got you.
We are right now seeking a developer, and they will make the final decision as to which developer actually will get the contract.
Okay, and that happens throughout the city with various CRA projects. Developers have to bid, it's open to the public, you have to get your announcements out.
Correct.
And that type of thing. How can people find out more about the City of Fort Myers CRA? Is there a website you'd like to give?
Absolutely. It's cityfortmyers.com/CRA. It's our website.
Okay, hopefully we'll have that on the screen as well. It probably already had it on the screen. When you look, final question, when you look out in the landscape of the next, say, 3 years in the City of Fort Myers, as it relates to its Community Redevelopment Agency, what are some things that might be coming forward that the community might just, hey, here's some things that might be coming down the pipe?
There are lots of activities happening right now in the City of Fort Myers CRA. Our Midtown area is a major focus. It's an opportunity for more office space, affordable housing, and that will be, it's in the central redevelopment area, it's going to be brought into the downtown area. So we're looking forward to that. We're also looking for the expanded MLK area to generate lots of activity for our Dunbar community.
I'm really excited about all of that growth, and I know, being an old banker, I understand the importance of growth, tax revenue, and then that spreads out through the city, bringing in more, getting more solid housing, more business in the community. That's just all a good thing. So good luck in that, and of course you'll be coming on Lee Pitts Live, keeping us posted from time to time.
I absolutely would love doing that.
Okay, thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Lee.
As the saying goes in this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they are usually interrupted by those like Michele Hylton-Terry, the interim director for the Community Redevelopment Agency for the City of Fort Myers, who are doing it. We'll see you next week right here on the award-winning Lee Pitts Live. Hey, this is Lee Pitts, the host of Lee Pitts Live, right here on Fox 4. Glad you checked us out here on YouTube. You want to not miss any of our shows, so we encourage you to subscribe by clicking that red button at the bottom there, and all our Lee Pitts Live shows will come directly to you, conveniently located.